How much of your time did you waste today? Be honest. And not just today, this week, this month, this year. How many hours have you let slip away? Hours you'll never get back. You don't need anyone to tell you the answer because deep down, you already know. You feel it, don't you? That weight in your chest when you realize you could have done more, been more. I want you to type these words in the comments right now. My time is mine. Do it. Say it. Because until you take full ownership of your time, nothing will change. You're not here to be entertained. You're here because something inside you knows it's time for a wake-up call. Time is running out for you, for me, for all of us. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Stay till the end of this video, and I promise, this will be the most life-changing minutes of your life. Number 1. Why you're stuck in a loop. Every day, you wake up and surrender your time to things that don't matter. Think about the first thing you do when you wake up. You grab your phone, you check notifications, you scroll through social media, diving into the shallow lives of people you barely know. In that moment, you've already lost. Before you've even had your morning coffee, you've handed over your most valuable resource, your focus. You're stuck in a loop because you're distracted, and the world has made it easy for you to stay distracted. That's not an accident. They want you to stay stuck. Social media companies, advertisers, even the people around you who benefit from your mediocrity, they all profit from keeping you exactly where you are. You are their product. Have you ever wondered why you feel drained after scrolling through Instagram or TikTok? It's because your brain is being hijacked. Every like, every share, every perfectly curated photo of someone else's life, it's designed to make you feel inadequate. And that's the point. If you feel inadequate, you'll keep coming back. You'll keep scrolling, searching for something to fill that void. But the more you scroll, the emptier you feel. It's a trap, and you're walking straight into it every single day. But let's not just blame the apps. Look at the people you surround yourself with. Are they lifting you up, or are they dragging you down? Are they pushing you to be better, or are they content with you staying the same? The company you keep is either your greatest asset or your biggest liability. Most men waste years of their lives trying to please people who don't care about them. They say yes to things they don't want to do. They invest in relationships that drain them. And for what? Approval? Validation? These people are not your friends. They are distractions, and they are keeping you stuck. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow." Let that sink in. Every time you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, you're choosing to waste another day. Every time you say you'll wait for the right moment, you're choosing comfort over progress. And every time you compare yourself to someone else, you're stealing from your own potential. Stop living for other people. Stop waiting for permission to take control of your life. No one is coming to save you. Number 2. The lies you're telling yourself. The biggest lie you've ever told yourself is that you have time. You don't. Time is the only resource you can't get back. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose opportunities and find new ones. But once a moment is gone, it's gone forever. Think about that. Really think about it. How many moments have you already wasted today? How many hours did you spend on things that won't matter a year from now, or even a week from now? The truth is, you've been living like you have all the time in the world. But you don't. None of us do. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow because it's easier than starting today. You tell yourself you'll wait for the right time because it's easier than admitting you're scared. You tell yourself you'll work on your goals after you've handled everyone else's needs because it's easier than putting yourself first. But these are just excuses, and deep down, you know it. The truth is, you're afraid of what will happen if you try and fail. You're afraid of looking stupid. You're afraid of realizing you're not as good as you think you are. But let me tell you something. Failure isn't the enemy. Comfort is. Every second you spend in your comfort zone is a second you'll regret later. Think about the men who inspire you. Think about the ones who've achieved the kind of life you want. Do you think they got there by waiting for the right moment? Do you think they were handed their success on a silver platter? No. They fought for it. They showed up every day, even when they didn't feel like it. They took risks, they failed, and then they got back up and kept going. That's what separates them from you. It's not talent, it's not luck. It's their willingness to do what others won't. Number 3. Your time is your power. Time isn't just a resource. It's the foundation of your existence. Every second of every day, your life ticks away, and most men live as if they're going to live forever. You've been conditioned to think you'll always have tomorrow, but let me ask you this. What if today was your last day? What if this moment was the only chance you had to make a change? Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing you've wasted years on things that didn't matter, on scrolling through screens, chasing distractions, or following someone else's agenda. That's not living, that's existing, and existence without purpose is the slowest form of death. Here's the harsh reality. Most people around you don't value their time, and they'll try to make sure you don't value yours either. Look at your circle. Are they using their time to build, to grow, to create? Or are they dragging you into endless conversations about things that won't matter a month from now? Are they inviting you into opportunities to succeed? Or are they wasting your time on drama, gossip, and meaningless distractions? If the people around you don't value their time, they can't possibly value yours. You need to cut them loose, because your time is too precious to waste on people who don't respect it. Think about this. Every successful man you admire has one thing in common. They guard their time like it's their most valuable possession, because it is. They say no to distractions. They say no to people who don't align with their goals. They say no to anything that doesn't move them forward. And because they say no to the things that don't matter, they can say yes to the things that do. That's what separates the winners from the losers. It's not talent, luck, or connections. It's discipline. It's the ability to recognize what deserves your time and what doesn't. If you're serious about taking back your time, you need to start treating it like a currency. Ask yourself this. If I only had $86,400 to spend today, would I waste it on things that don't matter? Of course not. So why are you wasting your 86,400 seconds? Every second you spend doing something that doesn't serve your purpose is a second you'll never get back. And if that doesn't scare you, it should. Number 4. Progress, not perfection. You don't need to be perfect to start. Perfection is a fantasy created to keep you stuck. It's an excuse, a trap, a way to avoid the hard truth. You're not making progress because you're too afraid to fail. But let me tell you something. The men who succeed, the ones who build empires and change the world, are the ones who embrace failure. They're the ones who show up every day, even when they don't feel ready, even when they don't know if they'll succeed, because they understand something most men don't. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. Think about the men you admire, the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the leaders. Do you think they got where they are because they waited for the perfect moment? No. They got there because they started when it was messy, when it was hard, when they didn't feel ready. Michael Jordan didn't become a legend by waiting for the perfect game. He became a legend by practicing when no one was watching, by taking shots he didn't know he'd make, by failing over and over again until he got it right. That's what progress looks like. It's not glamorous, it's not perfect, it's messy, and it's hard, but it's worth it. Every day you have a choice. You can sit back and wait for the perfect moment, Or you can take action now, knowing it won't be perfect but doing it anyway. You can keep waiting for the stars to align, or you can grab the first star you see and run with it. The choice is yours, but remember this: every day you wait, someone else is taking the opportunity you're too afraid to take. Every day you hesitate, someone else is making the progress you're too scared to make. And every day you delay, you're falling further behind. So stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Start where you are, with what you have. Take the first step, no matter how small it is, and then take another. Because progress isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and trusting that the results will come. And they will, but only if you're willing to start. Number 5. The brutal choice you have to make. This is the moment that separates the men from the boys. Right now, you have a choice to make, and it's not an easy one. On one side, there's the life you've been living. It's comfortable, familiar, and easy. But it's also filled with regret, missed opportunities, and wasted time. On the other side, there's the life you could be living. It's challenging, uncertain, and uncomfortable. But it's also filled with purpose, growth, and fulfillment. The question is, which one will you choose? Most men will choose the first option. They'll stay where they are because it's safe. They'll keep wasting time, making excuses and blaming the world for their problems. They'll settle for mediocrity because they're too scared to face the hard truth. That success requires sacrifice. That growth requires discomfort. That becoming the man you're meant to be means leaving behind the man you are. But some men will choose the second option. They'll take responsibility for their lives. They'll stop making excuses and start making progress. They'll face their fears, embrace their failures, and do the work, even when it's hard. And those men, the ones who are willing to do what others won't, are the ones who will succeed. They're the ones who will look back on their lives with pride, knowing they gave it everything they had. So which one are you? Are you the man who will settle for less, or are you the man who will fight for more? Are you the man who will let life happen to him, or are you the man who will make life happen for him? The choice is yours. But know this: if you choose the first option, you'll wake up one day filled with regret, wondering what could have been. And if you choose the second option, you'll wake up every day knowing you're becoming the man you were meant to be. Number 6. Make your time matter. Your time is your life, and your life is too short to waste. You've heard the hard truths. You've felt the weight of your wasted days. Now it's time to act. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because today is all you have. Today is your chance to take back your time, to take back your life, and to start living with purpose. If you're ready to do that, type "I own my time" in the comments right now. Commit to it. Make it real. And if this message hit you, if it woke something up inside you, subscribe to this channel. Not for me, but for you. Because when you subscribe, you're making a statement. You're saying, "I'm done wasting time, I'm ready to grow." And you're helping spread this message to other men who need to hear it. Because this isn't just a video, it's a movement. A movement of men who are tired of living small and ready to live big. A movement of men who value their time, their potential, and their lives. Join us, share this video, and start living like your time is yours, because it is. Make it count.